Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOSLC, Mary Cosby sues part of her own church for millions. As Mary Cosby triumphantly returns for Season 5 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, her infamous church is once again making headlines. When Bravo viewers were first introduced to the designer-clad preacher, they learned the odd way she took over the Faith Temple Pentecostal Church. Shortly after her grandmother, Rosemary "Mama" Redmond Cosby, died, Mary married her step-grandfather, Bishop Robert Cosby. She inherited a $1 million estate that included multiple businesses and her position at the church podium. During the Season 1 reunion, Andy Cohen questioned her over the cult allegations and brought up leaked audio from her sermons. In one, she is heard calling her congregation stingy and poor for not getting her enough birthday presents. Mary denied using the church to fund her extravagant lifestyle, but the accusations didn't end there. In Season 2, late Salt Lake City community leader Cameron Williams said unequivocally, "Is it a cult? Yes. Does she call herself God? Yes." The cult storyline was so bad that she refused to attend the Season 2 reunion and was not invited back to the show for the following season. After returning to the show as a friend for Season 4, Mary is back full-time for Season 5. But that is not the only reason people are talking about her. Mary and her husband recently filed suit against United Security Financial Inc., the for-profit business wholly owned by the church, and two of its officers, Annie L. Johnson and Sean Turner. The church, Mary, and Robert are seeking damages to the tune of $6.3 million. President of USF, Annie, and Secretary, Sean, are accused of intimidating U.S. employees, forging Robert Cosby's signature, and using funds from the church for personal expenses. The lawsuit describes multiple times the church was involved in mortgages and selling items like a church-owned radio station, apparently without Mary or Robert's knowledge. In the documents, Robert is listed as Faith Temple's bishop and president, and Mary as the church's vice president, first lady, and evangelist. Representatives for the defendants did not respond when the Salt Lake Tribune reached out for comment. Amid her latest legal battle, Mary made her Bravo return on the Season 5 premiere. What can fans expect? According to the trailer, Mary seems to interact with the cast a lot more than she has in the past. Her former enemy, Whitney Rose, even tells the camera, "I f***ing love the new Mary." Is there a new Mary in Season 5? "I've always been the same Mary, but yeah, I feel good in my body," Mary told People. "So I'm letting my light shine and running with that torch. That's all I know how to do, just be myself." Tell us, is Mary's recent lawsuit surprising? Are you happy to have her back on RHOSLC? Sound off in the comments below. In the world of reality TV, there's always drama, but few things stir the pot quite like an unexpected lawsuit. And when it comes to The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, RHOSLC, one of the most unpredictable personalities, Mary Cosby, has set the internet abuzz with her latest move, suing part of her own church for millions. Mary, the eccentric, fashion-obsessed spiritual leader who inherited her late grandmother's empire, has been at the center of controversy ever since she joined RHOSLC. Whether it's her lavish lifestyle or her unconventional approach to ministry, she's never far from scandal. But this latest legal battle takes things to a new level, throwing the future of her role at Faith Temple Pentecostal Church into question. The unexpected lawsuit. News broke when legal documents surfaced showing that Mary Cosby had filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against certain key members of Faith Temple, a church her family had led for generations. While most of the congregation viewed Mary as their devoted pastor, behind the scenes, a quiet storm had been brewing. Sources close to the church hinted that financial mismanagement, missing funds, and internal power struggles had created a rift that Mary could no longer ignore. According to insiders, Mary had long suspected that certain leaders within the church were not operating in the best interests of the community. Tensions flared as allegations surfaced about individuals siphoning funds for personal gain, a claim that, if true, could severely damage the church's reputation and financial stability. Mary trusted these people, a source close to Cosby revealed. She put her faith in them to help run the church while she balanced her spiritual duties and her personal life. But over time, things just didn't add up. She realized millions were being misappropriated, and that's when she decided enough was enough. The lawsuit's details. The lawsuit, filed in Salt Lake City's district court, alleges that key figures within the church used their positions to embezzle large sums of money from the congregation. The documents claim that these individuals diverted funds intended for community outreach programs, church renovations, and charitable donations into private accounts. Some of the church leaders allegedly purchased luxury homes, cars, and even invested in side businesses with the misappropriated money. Mary's legal team is seeking restitution to the tune of several $1 million, aiming to recoup the funds that were meant for the church and its charitable initiatives. However, what makes this case particularly messy is the familial connections. Some of the individuals named in the lawsuit are reportedly distant relatives of Mary, adding a complex layer of betrayal to the unfolding drama. Family is supposed to have your back, not stab you in it, Mary said in a confessional interview for RHOSLC's upcoming season. When I realized that some of the people closest to me were involved in stealing from the church, it felt like a punch in the gut. But I can't let them get away with it, not when it affects the people who trust me as their pastor. Reactions from the congregation. The lawsuit has sent shockwaves through the Faith Temple congregation. Many church members have expressed their disbelief and sorrow over the situation. Some stand firmly behind Mary, believing she is right to pursue justice. They see her as a fearless leader taking a stand against corruption, even when it involves people close to her. Pastor Mary has always had a heart for this church, one devoted churchgoer stated. She's done so much for us. It's heartbreaking that this is happening, but I believe she's doing the right thing by bringing these issues to light. Others, however, are not so convinced. Detractors claim that Mary's extravagant lifestyle, including designer clothes, luxurious trips, and her opulent mansion, makes her ill-suited to speak on financial propriety. Rumors have swirled for years that Mary herself has used church funds to support her lavish spending habits, and some believe this lawsuit is a smokescreen to distract from her own misdeeds. I've seen Mary in head-to-toe Gucci, flying first class, living like a queen, an anonymous church insider shared. And now she's pointing fingers at other people for mishandling money. It just doesn't sit right with me. Fallout on RHOSLC. Of course, the drama doesn't stop at the church doors. The legal battle is bound to spill over into Mary's role on RHOSLC, and fans are eagerly waiting to see how the rest of the cast reacts. Given Mary's tendency to keep her personal life and church affairs relatively private in previous seasons, her castmates are sure to have questions, and probably a few snide remarks, about the lawsuit. Lisa Barlow, one of Mary's longtime frenemies on the show, is said to be especially curious about the details of the lawsuit. This is huge, an insider from the show hinted. Lisa has never really trusted Mary, and this is the kind of dirt that she loves to dig into. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some heated confrontations about it on the show. Meanwhile, Heather Gay and Whitney Rose, who have always had a rocky relationship with Mary, are reportedly trying to stay out of the fray. However, given the nature of RHOSLC, it's only a matter of time before the lawsuit becomes a central topic of conversation during their infamous dinner parties and cast trips. What's next for Mary Cosby? As Mary prepares to face both the legal system and public scrutiny, she's standing firm in her decision to sue. "This isn't about me," she said in a recent interview. It's about protecting the church and making sure that the people who come to worship here know that their donations are being used for the right reasons. But with the lawsuit still in its early stages, the future remains uncertain. Will Mary's bold move to sue part of her own church backfire, damaging her reputation even further? Or will she emerge victorious, exposing the corruption she claims has plagued her beloved congregation? One thing is for sure, this story is far from over, and with the cameras rolling, every twist and turn will play out for the world to see. In the high-stakes world of reality television and religious leadership, Mary Cosby has found herself in the eye of yet another storm. And as always, she's bringing her signature flair of drama, faith, and high fashion to the forefront.